Hello, namaste, and good afternoon. This is Manashvi, and on behalf of Foroptum IBITS team, I'd like to welcome you all to our IBITS e-learning session. A brief introduction about our program. The IBITS e-learning session is an initiative by Foroptum, and it is an interactive program where we discuss optometric topics. Today, we have with us Ms. Purvi Mehta, who is going to talk on the topic Tips to Create a Professional Image. A brief introduction about our speaker today. Ms. Purvi Mehta is a certified image consultant and a TTT trainer who runs a firm named Austin Image Consultancy based at Navsari. Her experience and association with various domains help her to effectively manage people and their behavior. Her core competency includes inner image management, general and business etiquette, addressing, and grooming. Ms. Purvi has a teaching experience of 15 years in graduate and postgraduate level and has training experience to business people, staff, and students for 3 years. She has also been individual professional image building consultant for more than 50 clients. So, on behalf of Furoptum IBITS and our audience, I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Namaste, one and all. A very good afternoon and welcome to the session. Without wasting time, we are going to start this session. I have some questions for the audience. क्या आप सबने ये ऑब्जर्व किया है कहीं ना कहीं पे that brilliant of employees with innovative ideas are ignored? Then often with average academics are found more monetarily successful than brilliant students who had excellent academics. One more question. Have you observed that an employee is more
Yes, ma'am.
respectable than the owner itself? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this kind of questions or situations we observed in our life. बहुत बार ऐसा कुछ होता है कि हम लोग जो चाहते हैं या हम लोग ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि हमारे पास बहुत अच्छी स्किल है, वी आर डिजर्विंग मोर देन अदर्स, बट स्टिल that another person or people or team or employee is getting more chance than us. So why this situation? Is anybody is having answer why this is happening? One by one, two or three people can answer why this is happening. Unmute your mic, but don't speak all together. Just give me the answer why this is happening.
Miss Kriti Prabodh has written it may be because of the bias.
Because of the bias. Okay, is there any other answer? Okay, let me go ahead. So why this is happening? So this kind of situations we all are suffering. That is not just because of bias, but there are many reasons, and because of that reasons, we have to choose this topic today. Specifically in your field, optometry. One of my client is Optum, and through him I get to know that the situation in your field is that hardly people are aware about optician and an Optum. What is the difference between optician and Optum? People do not take this Optum as a degree and or they are not aware about the difference of physician and normal optical shop. So because of that, I choose this topic. The name of topic is tips to create professional image building. So now again I brief this topic that why I have chosen this topic for all of you. बहुत बार ऐसा देखा गया है कि हम एक डॉक्टर को देखते हैं लेकिन उनको देख के लगता नहीं है कि ये डॉक्टर है. If you choose any other profession like a teacher, a lawyer, a chartered accountant, they are having that degree, but people do not get trust to connect with them. And because to get that trust from the people, from your customer, from your patient, you need to create that image, that professional image. And that is why today we have selected this topic that I am going to give some tips that how one can create a professional image to get connected with their customer, to get connected with the patient, and to win their trust. So now going forward, see, I am giving here two options. There are two pictures of taxi driver. If any one of you are waiting for a taxi and you are having these two options, one is left side and another is right side, so which one you are going to choose? Which taxi driver is preferable if you want to drive with them, if you
I
want to
would
go with
obviously choose the
The right
first
side
option.
one, ma'am.
them? Okay, your right side or your left side?
The first picture, I guess.
First picture, yes. Because if you can see the difference between their attire, their appearance, one is looking like a professional taxi driver, and another one, we have doubt regarding trust. We can drive with them or not. So why this is just because the first image, which one is giving trust to us just because of his appearance, a professional appearance. This is just an example of taxi driver, but if you check example of any profession, with appearance, with attire, you will get attached, you will get connect to the person, and you will get that trust that how we can work with them. So here, this example is just to make you understand that only technical knowledge is not enough. After getting a degree, after getting a certification, one need to get so many other skills to settle in your career. Right, so the technical knowledge is just a part, that is a hard skill, but we all need to learn a soft skill, that is another skills which will help you to go ahead, which will help you to get success in your career. So now today's topic is how to build a professional image. Before that, we all need to understand what is image. So image is a word which is similar to a photograph. But here, what is image? I have written one line, kuch to baat hai, if you all can read this. Right? So, if you go out and the people surrounding you or yourself, you see, if you see yourself in a mirror and what you see about yourself, what you observe about yourself, and at the same time people around you, right, whatever they think about you, your image is you in the mind and heart of others. Whatever impression you have created, whatever image you have created in others mind is your image. And person to person we are having a different image because the person is having a different mindset. But here we are going to talk about a professional image so the people get connected easily with you. So कुछ तो बात है वाली एक image हमें create करनी होती है just to get that success in our field. Now see the next slide. uh, वामन से विराट is an Indian saying. अगर हम अपनी खुद की एक प्रोफेशनल इमेज बना दे तो वामन से विराट बन सकते हैं. इफ यू कैन सी दैट मिरर एंड इन दैट मिरर देयर इज वन इमेज ऑफ अब्दुल कलाम. अगर इनको हम देखें तो his appearance is very simple and sober, but still his presence is like कुछ तो बात है. इससे बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल है, अगर जिनको देख के जिनकी प्रेजेंस से he is not having a hi-fi attire or anything which make you attract, but his presence, just his presence is making that line perfect, that कुछ तो बात है. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं जिनकी प्रेजेंस से हमें लगता है कि कुछ तो बात है. तो ये कुछ तो बात है हम कैसे क्रिएट कर सकते हैं? जस्ट बाय क्रिएटिंग आवर इमेज, जस्ट बाय डेवलपिंग आवर इमेज. So now, how to manage our own image? And we have to learn so many things to manage our image. And now, in this session, we'll give you total 11 tips which will help you to create your image. Before going to the tips, I want to give you some brief about image management, and out of that image management, how you will be able to make your professional image. So there are two parts of image management. One is inner image and another is outer image. You can see in the slide, uh, upper part is inner image and that right side down part is outer image. So what includes in inner image? There are three parts of inner image: self-esteem, attitude, and soft skill. The sum up of these three things can develop your inner image. One is self-esteem. We all need to keep our self-esteem always high. Then another second thing is attitude. Attitude is everything. Right? Whether we are having a good score or marks, it's not important, but how we take it as our career is important. So that is our attitude. And third part is soft skill. Soft skill is very wide. So sum up of these three things can develop your inner image, can develop your inner strength. At the same time, you have to reflect them in your outer appearance, in your body language. Wherever you go, you have to carry your inner image and which will reflect in your outer appearance. So now what includes in outer appearance, that is in outer image? One is first impression. If you are going somewhere and you are meeting people first time, and at that time you have to make a positive first impression. And you again, how? Because before you speak, your presence will create your image. So your strong visual communication through appearance, without using single word, without speaking anything, your visual communication will make that first impression. So
Yeah, this
total
is
of this image management. Now the field is really very vast. Out of this, I have selected some tips, 11 tips, which will help you to make your professional image, which will help you to build your professional image. Right. So now it's time for tip number one. Wherever you go, make a positive first impression. Wherever you go, make a positive first impression. But how? Right? There is one question: how to make a positive impression? So there are some tools which can help you to make a positive first impression. Number one is attire and clothing. Remember, your attire speaks more than you, because you start speaking afterwards, but your attire, your appearance, your body language will communicate before you start speaking anything. So remember, wherever you are going, your role, your goal, and purpose. Why you are going? What is the purpose of the meeting? You are meeting to a single person, or you are going to meet mass public, you are going to a conference, or you are going online, right? Because nowadays online meetings are also happening and the market is happening online only. So even you are going to online, remember what you are wearing, right? So attire and clothing is the first step to attract people, right? Here attraction is doesn't mean that you are in a film industry and you have to attract your audience, but attraction means people feel good with your presence. So choose your attire, your clothing according to your role, goal, and occasion. Now, number two, body language. How you hold and present yourself. Your body language should be always positive, as well as a powerful body language through which people get connected that something is there. Let talk with them, or let connect with them. So a body posture should always be positive. If you are standing or you are sitting, it should look like you are positive, it should look like you are powerful, it should look like you are having something in you. So your body language will help you to connect with the people. And number three, whenever you are talking, when you start talking with the people, your conversation and language, right, it should be very concise, short and sweet, but people should not forget what you say, right? So when you are appear, you need to focus on these 3 points: your attire and clothing according to role, goal and occasion, then your positive body language, and third thing, when you are starting to communicate with the public, your conversation should be precise, concise, as well as remarkable. So this is the tip number one, that always be positive and make a positive first impression. Now going towards tip number two. Tip number two is look the part. Now this is really very important. Whenever you are attending any occasion, first you need to identify the type of occasion. If you are attending any traditional occasion, then you cannot choose a professional attire, right? But if you are going to a meeting, now you need to decide which kind of meeting you are attending. It is a conference, a level of conference, it is a national level, international level, or it is a local level. Or if you are going online, then which kind of meeting you are going to attend. If you are going to give a viva, if you are going for an interview, right? I'm just giving example of occasion. So accordingly, you need to choose your attire. Because if you are not looking the part, if you are not relating to the occasion, then your attire will not favor you, right? Your attire will favor you, it will work for you only and only if it is looking the part. Otherwise, it will work against you. So it should be always appropriate. It should be like it belong to you. It should be authentic, and it look like you know what you are doing. Nothing about your appearance should be distracting. If your appearance is distracting, people will not be able to connect with you. So this is the tip number two. Look the part. It should always be appropriate according to occasion. So now I'm giving you little brief about what is appropriate. So appropriate in terms of clothing based on roles, goals, your occasion and activity. If you are going to play something, if you are going on stage, right, your attire will be changed. But if you are going to sit as an audience, then attire will be changed. So remember what is your role, what is your goal, and what activity you are going to do. Then next thing, this is again very important, that appropriate in terms of message that needs to be conveyed. Which message you want to convey? You want to be friendly with your audience, or you want to take some distance with your audience. You want to show a power which you are having, you want to show the authority which you are having, or you want to show something else. So decide which message you want to convey and accordingly select your attire. And next thing, again, it is very important. What is appropriate? Appropriate when one needs to wear clothes which will send message to each and every person. So observe the next photograph regarding your clothing. One part, left side part, my left side part is a casual look and my right side part is a professional look. Top to bottom, the haircut, the beard, then attire. One's left side is with t-shirt and right side is with blazer. So by these two option, you need to choose clothing according to your requirement, according to your occasion. If you are going for a party, then left side look is a perfect. But if you are going to attend one seminar, any meeting, any professional occasion, then the right side is the perfect attire. So If you go to a party with the professional attire, what will happen? That's why I am repeating this. Choose your role goal and decide which kind of party, which kind of occasion you are going to attend, and accordingly select your attire. Now, the next tip number C. Use positive body language. Now, what is body language? As I said earlier, before you start picking your body language, your attire will speak a lot. So whenever you are standing, if you are sitting, you need to carry yourself very confidently because your body speaks more than you. And if you are speaking something else, your words and your body language is not matching, then people again do not able to connect with you. So always carry yourself confidently. Then the next step is making eye contact when speaking. This is again very important. If you are not having that confidence, your eye contact will not match with the person whom you are talking. So eye contact, a proper eye contact which will not distract the other person, a genuine eye contact. Then the next step, if you are going to talk with the person, before talking, offer them a firm handshake, whether male or female. Yes, before offering a handshake, remember the culture over there. If that culture is not allowed to give a handshake with a female, then the namaste is the best option. Then next thing is sitting and standing up very straight, because if you are sitting in a position which is giving a message of laziness, then again you are uh, creating unfavorable situation for you. Then the next one is using a open body language, because if you are sitting straight but your body language is not open, it is like stiff, the people can identify that you are not comfortable in the situation. So your open body language means make yourself free and confident. And the last, very important, smiling and saying hello to people. If you are not knowing anybody, but still a smile can start a conversation. If you are passing a smile, then people will be able to connect, and then you can start with hello and you can offer and handshake. So now see this one. Next slide. If you observe a sitting position given in this GIF, as I said, you need to give a proper posture which can give a message of you are very confident. So sit straight wherever you are sitting. Now check this next slide. If you are sitting for a meeting, if you are sitting on your table, if you are sitting anywhere in your working situation, this sitting position is the best sitting position which is giving the message of confidence, a power, authority. So this situation, this posture can give you a professional image. So now moving forward to next tip number 4, the digital footprint. Nowadays all youngsters are available on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel, everything is there, but somewhere they are not making their digital footprint regarding their field. So here, as this field belongs to optometry, I would like to suggest something that hardly I found that optometry on this platform. They are having their profile on social media, but how they are using? Are they using to proper way? Are they using their profile? Because many times I've seen the profile is showing their photographs only, but through this tip I want to suggest that use this platform as much as you can. See the next slide. Make sure your e file, that is your social media file, matches with your professional image. Your file, your professional image is like that you are an optom, you are a lecturer, or you are a senior optometrist somewhere, you are working in a corporate, right? But your profile is not showing anything which is relating to your profession. If you are working as an optum, a senior optum, or if you are having a clinic, if you are a practitioner, then use this platform as much as you can. Put daily something which is related to your profession, which is giving awareness to the public, which is giving some or other way some helpful tips, or at the same time it will help you to market yourself. Because this platform is for what? To catch the public. Nowadays people get connected only and only through social media. It is the easy way to connect with the unknown people. Now one more thing I would like to add is that sometimes I've seen the profile picture, a casual profile picture, and the profession is a very different than a profile picture. So keep it in mind that whenever you are putting your profile picture, please choose a professional image to put in your any profile picture, because it is again speaking about you, right? Before you meet any unknown person, before you go for an interview, that employer will check your profile, and at that time your profile speaks before you meet them. So if you are creating your professional image even in your social media profile, it will help you a lot. Before you go to meet that person, or before you go to for an interview, that profile will give them the idea. So this is the tip number. Now we are going again, tip number 5. Now what is this? If you are seeing a photographer's slide, it is one handset. Now this is applicable to each and every person and to each and every situation. Make sure you are giving a solid firm handshake whenever you are giving to anybody, with a smile, because you are giving a handshake but smile is not there, then you are not able to connect with the people. So make sure that a smile with a solid firm handshake. But now are you all aware about what is the type of handshake you are going to offer? Because there are many types of handshake, but to create a professional image, there is one etiquette how to offer a handshake. Check this image, next one in the slide. There is one rule: whenever you are offering a handshake, give a firm handshake which can show your confidence. And another thing is, when you are pumping your hand, only 3 times, not more than 3 times. And whenever you are doing this handshake, just read the name of the person if he or she is wearing any uniform and name is written. So you are able to read the name of the person, and you will be able to speak his or her name when you are offering a handshake. So there is one etiquette to give or to do handshake is only one thing: a confident, firm handshake with the 3 pump only 3 times, not more than 3 times. Then the next tip is number 6, business card exchange. Whenever you are having a situation when you have to exchange your business card, that is visiting card, right? So there is again one etiquette how to exchange your business card. If you can see in the photograph, you have to hold your business card with two corners of your card and offer to another person. And when you are offering, when you are exchanging your business card, just lean a little bit so the other person can get that respect that you are giving them your business card. And when you are receiving business card, take with 2 hands and hold 2 corner And whenever you are receiving the card, just read something, read the name of the card, firm name, or ask something about them, whoever is offering you the card. So this is the business card exchange etiquette. Remember, whenever you are offering, whenever you are exchanging your business card, hold two corners of the card, and whenever you are receiving, hold two corners of the card. And whenever you are receiving the card, just read the name or ask something about that person, something about that company, which is just a part of etiquette, that you are taking care. You are not just taking that card and putting it in a pocket. You are giving that respect by reading or by asking something. Now the tip number 7. So my main part of your professional image building is grooming. Keep yourself always well groomed. And especially for male, there are many grooming tips which is required to be followed in your field. Right? Because if you are not groomed yourself well, you are not again able to create that image. If you can read in this slide what I have written, people like diamond but polished. Without polish, any diamond is not diamond. So like that, you have to polish yourself with the grooming. Now, what do you mean by grooming? Grooming is just keep neat and clean yourself from top to bottom. Neat and clean yourself from top to bottom. Yes, from haircut to nail cut. So what includes? I've given one list that what includes in grooming. First thing is hair, then nail, then skin care. Yeah, skin care is not the subject of female only. Even a male need to take care of their skin to create that professional image. Then teeth, then clean shave, then iron clothes, stainless clothes, polished shoes, clean footwear, personal hygiene, use mild perfume. Yes, keep it in mind that use of perfume is very required, because sometimes people around you will not be comfortable because of this odor issue. And use deodorant, and make sure how you're using perfume and deodorant. There is difference between perfume and deodorant. Now this tip one by one I am going to show through the pictures so that one can get knowledge about how to groom themselves. See this picture about hair. If you are a college student, but if you are studying which is a professional course, then also you need to take care about your haircut. So what should be the length of your hair? If you can see in the picture, length of your hair should not be more than your ear, right? Hair should not fall over the ears, eyebrows should not touch, and the next thing is the back side of your hair, it should not touch your collar. And one more thing about this one is for male, but if a female is there, then there is no issue about haircut, whatever style they are having, but it should be well groomed and well combed. The next thing is about nail. Right, we are having a proper attire, but if we are not having our nail cut it on time, then what will happen? Whenever you are talking, your fingers will show this nail. So cut it on time. The next thing is skincare and teeth. This is again very important. जो कुछ तो बात है हमारी इमेज अगर क्रिएट करनी है, so you need to take care of your skin. Again, it is very simple, nothing to do with salon and all. You can do it at your home only. The proper face wash, then conditioning your face with moisturizer, right? These two things anyone can do, male and female. The proper face wash and use the toner or a gulab gel to take care of your skin. And at the end, before you sleep, just use moisturizer. A male and female both can use these things. And then our most important part, a clean shave. If your field, if your job is like that, you have to keep your beard or your shaving clean, then you need to follow, because it will again create, if you are not cleaning your shave on time, again it is giving message that you are somewhere in a mood of laziness, a casual mood. So cleaning your shave on time, again creating a professional image. Now see the next slide, that beard. The industry allowing them to keep a beard. It is a fashion, it is a trend for them. But if our profession is not allowing a beard, we should not keep them. Now, if your profession, if you're doing any job, or if you're working as a lecturer, if your firm, your employer is allowing you to keep beard, then just trim them on time, because uh, without trimming a beard, again giving a different message, and your trim beard again giving a message that you are perfect, you are doing trimming on time. It means you are doing all your work on time. See this beard in shape and see this photo which is without beard. Compare them. So give a shape to your beard, or else trim on time, which is again, as I said, giving some message to the public without speaking the body language, your appearance, which is giving message. So one part of that message is your beard too. Now the next part, the part of attire is also your footwear. So if you are wearing a casual wear, then you are wearing a sports shoes, then it should be neat and clean. But if you are having a formal occasion, if you are doing a job, if you are going anywhere which is required to wear a formal shoes, then uh, polish on time and clean it on time. Now the next tip, number 8, whatever you are doing for your outer appearance, for your attire, keep in mind that be authentic to yourself. Because if you are following someone, if you are following some fashion, if you are following some trend, and you are trying something new, but if you are not feeling comfortable in that attire, then you are going to lose your comfortness, you are going to lose your confidence. So be authentic to yourself, that are you comfortable with this attire? If you are not comfortable, then choose a normal formal shirt and trouser. Right? That will also will help to make you to create your image. Now the next part, the tip number 9, learn the art of marketing. Now again, through my client only, I am aware about your field that the optometrists are not doing that marketing, and whatever problem they are suffering, that people not able to create that difference, people not aware about the difference between optician and optum, then you yourself need to market that which degree you are having and what is the difference between an optical shop and that degree and the degree which you are having. So for that you need to market yourself. How? Through using that digital footprint, yes, that social media platform, as well as the platform which is allowed to your field, which is allowed by your profession. Use all that platform to market yourself. Without marketing nowadays, it is not at all possible to create that image which you require. And the next tip, Number 10, attitude is everything. Now, what do you mean by attitude? Some people use this word for the person who is having ego or who is proudy, but here it means attitude is how you are taking things seriously, how you are taking things positively. And whatever tips I have given, like up till now, is for outer appearance, but this tip is for your inner development, for your inner strength, and the most important part of your inner image is your attitude. But how can you develop? It is again depends on the factor which I have already written. The number one is reading, which kind of books you are reading, which kind of things, which kind of materials you are reading. And if you want to develop your attitude, you need to read books a lot, and which kind of books you are reading, that will create your attitude. Then the company of people surrounding us again change our attitude. At the same time, movies which we are watching, if you are following any YouTube channel, there are a number of channel available which is giving suggestion regarding which kind of books you need to read, which kind of movies you need to see, which kind of web series which can help you to develop your business. If you are really interested, you can follow my YouTube channel. I'm giving suggestion about which kind of books you need to read, which kind of movies you need to watch, which can help you to develop yourself, which can help you to develop your profession, which can help you to develop your business. And believe me, this will definitely change you from inside. Specifically, that books and movies can help you to change you from inside. And there are some web series also which are related to business only. So if you are going to follow that channel, you will get idea which kind of web series, which kind of movies you need to follow. Now, tip number 11, last but not least, and very important part of our life, that is gratitude. We have learned to say thank you because our culture is teaching us that each and every time whenever we are feeling thankful, we should say thanks to the person through which we are getting something some or other way. So gratitude is the attitude which will help us to develop from inside. Whenever a simple thing, whenever a kid helping us, we are able to feel that gratitude that someone is helping. But why we need to develop this attitude to create a professional image? So wherever you are going, wherever you are carrying yourself, and whenever you are feeling gratitude from inside and you are saying thank you and thank you to each and every person, from bottom of your heart, you are from bottom of your heart, you are creating that professional image in that occasion, and you are connecting with the people because of your attitude, right? So develop an attitude of gratitude. Just count your blessings and not your troubles, and that will help you to develop this attitude. Because whatever we are having, we are blissful, we are really blessed that we are having so many things to live life smoothly. So whenever you are feeling that gratitude, that whatever blessings you are having, whatever you are having in your life, and forgetting about your troubles, you are able to create that attitude. So look at all that you have and celebrate versus looking all that you could have had. So forgetting about troubles and whatever you are having, just market them and create that professional image. So here are some tips regarding how to create your professional image. This is just an introduction. I have so many videos regarding how you can create your image and regarding how you can develop your business. one can follow my YouTube channel, which is named as Austin Image Consultancy. One more thing at the end, I would like to conclude with some my experience relating to your field. As I was talking about my client, you all, I think, knows him, Mr. K.U. Sharma. Uh, During his consultation, I observed that he is using so many things to market this field. And you all often can do this thing because only one person cannot do this platform, this meeting. I am knowing only one person, this Satyen. Right? So the person like Satyen, like Mr. K.U. Sharma, they all can develop this field through the use of social media, with which they are already doing. But only social media also cannot help. You people need to create that professional image that people can bifurcate, people can make difference between a normal optician, the normal optical shop and clinic which you people are running, or the whatever opportunities are available in the market, whether you are working as an optum or corporate optum, whether you are going abroad, but wherever you are going, your degree should get that respect. But for that respect, you need to create that market. One thing more is that whatever job you are doing, you need to have a proper, perfect knowledge about your product, about your job, and wherever you are performing, whether you are an employer or you are working as an employee, give your 100%. That will again create your professional image. So this is a little bit about professional image. And at the end, I'm just giving my contact details if anyone would like to know anything about this, because this is just 1% about image management.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful presentation.
My
We
pleasure.
learned so much today.